Did you know that the ear is a microcosm of the entire body and we can access healing just through the ear? Today, we're going to be talking about auricular therapy for the ears. From stress to cravings to detoxification to pain, we can access all of those aspects of the body via the ear. One of the most simple ways to activate the entire body is to use a little tiny vicarious seed, or in some cases, a gold ball on the ear to stimulate the points. And essentially what you do is you take a little tiny ear seed. It's a little sticky seed or fun Swarovski crystal on a piece of tape. And then you could take a pair of tweezers and then you could put it right on those different acupuncture points. Today, what we're going to do is explore how to find the points, how to apply the ear seed, and how they could help you. So ear seeds are a part of auricular therapy, and this has been used for thousands of years. What we do is we stimulate the acupuncture point in the ear via a vicarious seed or a ball. So in traditional Chinese medicine, the ear is considered to be a microcosm of the entire body. And so we can access the entire body just from the ear. There are points on the ear that correspond with the different internal organs. So for example, if a person is having back pain, we could put a seed on the back pain point to stimulate that point, to send the body information to relax or to support the back in that particular area. But it could be the shoulder, it could be anxiety, it could be detoxification, the liver if the liver is sluggish, the lung if you have a cold. We can access the entire body via the ear. So originally, traditionally, in Chinese medicine, we would use vicarious seeds, and those would be put on a little piece of tape or stuck to the ear and stimulated. And in more modern times, we will use little tiny stainless steel BB balls, or in some cases, we'll use gold balls, really tiny little bits of gold, because gold in Chinese medicine is considered to be stimulating or nutrifying. And so in some cases in Chinese medicine, we'll use different metals and crystals. Those are all part of the Chinese apothecary, and they all have a different benefit. So traditionally, gold would be used for stimulation, whereas silver would be used to reduce energy if a person had too much. So for example, if a person had, say, bronchitis, we might use a silver ball to decrease the heat in the lungs. But if a person had, say, low back pain, we might use gold to stimulate the support of that area. And if you're interested, we have all of these available on our website for purchase, the Swarovski crystal gold ear seeds, as well as the far less expensive vicarious seeds. The Swarovski crystals are definitely fashionable. They come in a rainbow of colors, but the vicarious seeds are equally as useful and beneficial, and they're just certainly more simple. Believe it or not, the vicarious seeds are used because they're round and smooth and they work, but also in Chinese herbology, they are used for helping to move energy, to stimulate the qi and move the energy. In all cases, they're beneficial and useful. In some cases, the gold metal, of course, is more expensive and also works similarly to stimulate the body. One of the most popular reasons for using ear seeds is for anxiety. A lot of times patients will come in and they'll be needing to take an airplane and they get a little bit of travel anxiety, or just getting through the airport can be stressful for them. And so sometimes they'll come in for acupuncture to help support their bodies to maneuver through airports and travel more smoothly. But then they'll ask, can I have what I call a take-home point? Can I take this home with me? Can I put the ear seed on while I travel? And oftentimes, if they're put on properly and taken care of, so to say, they'll last for a week. I think I had a woman in last week who had still her ear seeds left over from, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. So depending on how you treat them, ear seeds can essentially extend your acupuncture treatment for many weeks. Or, of course, they can be a standalone treatment that you can do at home by yourself, and I'll teach you how. Ear seed points can also be used for not only anxiety, but support with sleep. So if a person has insomnia or a difficult time relaxing, there are beautiful points on the ear that we can choose to help a person to sleep more soundly and hopefully a longer duration. Those are great points to take home as well. Another popular points that people will ask for is acupuncture for weight loss. These points are really great for managing hunger, for supporting digestion, and the assimilation and nourishment. So acupuncture through the ear can definitely be beneficial for weight loss. Observationally, acupuncture in the ear for weight loss has never been just a magic bullet. It's not going to work like Ozempic, but ultimately it's a natural, healthy way to support the body in managing its resources and supporting the body in the most healthy way. Ear seeds can also be used for pain relief. So if a person has a specific part of the body that's hurting, say their shoulder or a joint or their hip or their low back, we have a point protocol, or we can choose points via the ear to support the body in managing pain. Definitely works, I would say, better and in a more healthy way than some of the pain medications. With acupuncture, typically it's hard to harm the body. Essentially, any acupuncture point will either be absorbed and utilized by the body, or the body will just ignore it if it's not necessary. So when you go to the website to purchase the ear seeds, the Sarkovsky crystal or the Vicarious seeds, we will also include a ebook and a ear chart so that you can do this all yourself. If you have questions, of course, reach out to us. All the different point protocols will be highlighted so that you can attend to any of these things on your own at home, or for your friends or loved ones. These are a great thing to gift people that you care about. And now, how do we apply an ear seed? You could use a cotton ball with some rubbing alcohol. Most people have that on hand, or a little rubbing alcohol packet. Even in a pinch, you could certainly use a baby wipe, or you know what? Soap and water is a great way. So go enjoy your shower and pay a little extra attention to washing out your ears. We want to make sure that the ear is clean. Then what we do is, how I always do it, is I consult my ear map to make sure that I'm getting exactly the right point in the exactly right place. And I peel off my little piece of tape with my little ear seed, and then I take usually tweezers. You can eyeball it, but tweezers are pretty handy in this case. And the ear is relatively small and the points are relatively small on the ear. So I take my little tweezers and I apply the ear seed to the acupuncture point. And like I said, check out the description box below for your ear chart to know exactly where to put these points. And then essentially what I always do also is I apply it, and then to make sure that the point is stimulated and that the tape is sticky, I will press the point on the ear. So I essentially use my thumb and my finger behind the ear, and I just apply a little bit of pressure. And if it's in the right spot, oftentimes you'll feel maybe a little bit of a tenderness, or you'll feel that that point is being stimulated. And that ensures that the tape is well stuck on there, and that the point is the right one, and that it is stimulating. And then what I suggest to people when they go home is to, whenever they're feeling like, oh yeah, my back's hurting a little bit or something, to stimulate the point, to massage the ear, to massage that point, to make sure that it's still there. Also, when showering and things like this, take a little bit of extra care not to rub too strongly, or of course the ear seed will come off. But I've actually had patients come back 2 or 3 weeks after I placed an ear seed and they're still there. So those people obviously take very good care, or don't do a lot of sweating or something, but they've been able to maintain their ear seeds for, several days or up to as much as 3 weeks. So you can leave these on for essentially as long as they stay stuck, and stimulate the point intermittently when you want to make sure that they're still there, and also to just give yourself a little ear massage. In terms of safety with ear seeds, if the ear becomes irritated or uncomfortable, or maybe some people even have like a reaction to the glue, of course you just take it off and throw it away. If maybe you can clean the little glue residue off, but otherwise I haven't observed that there's any other safety concerns with the ear seeds. They tend to be really safe and pretty effective. So if you'd like to try ear seeds for yourself, please visit our website. Check out what we have to offer. We'll include an ebook and protocol for how to use and which conditions. Ear seeds are perfect for calming nerves, for soothing pain. They're brilliant for offering the body relaxation. They can be used for detoxification. They can even be used in cases of cold and flu. Really, we have access to the entire body through the ear. It's really quite miraculous and amazing. And for more information, please like and subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that we get to see more of each other next time. Have you played with ear seeds? What has your experience been? If you have any questions about ear seeds, please put them in the box below. I love answering questions.